We bang your ugly friends too.
Welcome to another edition of Bleach Bangs on Wednesday. What's up, John?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to report that my ban is officially over, and my profile is live too tonight.
Nice. Looks like Chris is here.
It only took a month and a half of that ban, so
That's so funny. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys? How are you?
Oh, doing excellent. We're celebrating John getting out of Facebook jail. He can actually stream on his page now, so that's great to hear.
What did you do this time, John?
it is this time too. By the way, it was like the same meme from the last time I got a ban, but it said this time I was banned for like a month off of going live.
What did you do?
I just shared a meme that someone else posted.
Yeah, what was the
Apparently,
meme?
it was inappropriate.
I like
I
how
need
you're
to-
digging.
Yeah, like
He
you're
is
not giving me enough, man. What was the meme?
It said something about what happens after the party stays after the party or something, but it had a little design on a baby's face,
Right.
like a little phallic symbol.
Right. There it is.
Fucking
So it was,
Zuckerberg.
There it is.
Inappropriate more than once, and banned me more than once. But I am back. Here we are.
Hey, man. Welcome back. Welcome back.
So I just want to kind of introduce ourselves. I am Randy. I'm in Oklahoma City.
Cool.
And I am John. I am in Topeka, Kansas.
Right on, dude. I used to live in Topeka, Kansas.
No,
What? How is this shit happening?
Hey.
Everybody's from Topeka.
Dude, I don't know. You're the only person I've ever met outside of Topeka that is from Topeka or knows of Topeka. So that's awesome.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
That is crazy. When did you live there?
So my dad, very, very young. I was, I think like 8 to 11 or 8 to 12. And my dad worked at Hills Pet Products. He got a job working at Hills there in Topeka, Kansas. And he moved us from Fort Worth to Topeka. And then my dad was like, nope, and back to Fort Worth, Texas.
He said nope.
But I remember it, man. I remember my address in Topeka. I remember the Fred Phelps people.
Oh yeah, they still exist.
Yeah, I remember those guys.
Less prominent these days since he's passed away.
Isn't it Junior that's running the show now?
I have no idea, to be honest. Like, I haven't hardly seen them out anymore, but I don't know if it's just because I live further south in town now and I just don't see them now.
Killer. That's awesome, man. Well, it's good to meet both of you. Thank you for hanging out with me.
Absolutely.
Hey, Randy, before we go too far, I think our second guests have showed up. Do you want to address them and let them know they're a half hour early?
How am I going to address them? Oh my gosh.
Thank you for being punctual.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they just want to see Chris.
Maybe so. I mean, we can bring them in and just let them chill.
I mean, what? Like, we'll banter, man.
Right.
Who is this? Who is your next guest?
It's actually a band called Fighting in the Dark.
I just added them to the stage, and we'll let you just go ahead and sort it all out, Randy.
Sort them all out.
This is called Two Birds with One Stone.
Yeah. This is gonna be chaos. So I actually had you guys down for 7:30, but I was like, I bet you they just want to hang out with us.
Right. Trying to get set up. Are we active?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, we're on.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
funny.
I love the
I thought
suit.
7, but that's funny. I'm trying to set it up, trying to get it all together.
Dude, that suit is epic, my friend. On those.
Sure as hell is.
This the music thing is secondary to my modeling career. That's really what I'm going for. I'd specifically like to model tracksuits, plaid
Yes.
tracks.
Velour.
That's probably great business.
Yeah, it's got a high pull rate. Definitely lucrative. Yeah.
Well, Chris, let's get into some arcade assembly real quick, if we could.
Yeah, of course.
We'll get to talking about what we got you here for, as opposed to all of the randomness we've had going on.
Excellent. I
It
like
happens.
randomness.
It happens every time. My first question is, like, what inspired you guys to work on this little side quest that you got going on now?
Yeah.
So it's a crazy thing that happened. I obviously the Sing for Gray Days. Elias is over here with Nonpoint. We have these legacy things that we're doing, and Elias and I ended up getting connected with a music business out here in Los Angeles, and it was interesting because I had always listened to Nonpoint growing up. I was a huge fan of Elias, and all of a sudden I found myself working with him in this business project, and we started talking, and we were like, "Hey, we both got these legacy things going on. What's your dream, buddy? What do you want to do?" And we both started talking about how we wanted to create an artist collaborative, like a bunch of artists, producers, singers, rappers, musicians, guitarists, whatever, and put something together that can, like, bend the genres, go outside of all of that. And I said, Elias, I think I have a song for us to look at. And I pulled this track that I had for my solo project. I hadn't used it for anything. And I threw it at him. And 20 minutes later, he comes back. He goes, "Dude, I got it." And he had his vocals already recorded to this song. And I was like, "Bro, this is perfect." Then we brought in Zach Munowitz, the guitarist. He does filter guitars for a lot of filter songs. We brought him in. We brought Chris Collier in, who mixes for Korn and all those, and Nonpoint and all these guys. And all of a sudden, we had this finished project. And we were like, that was easy, actually. That was pretty amazing. And then we decided, let's not stop there. Let's actually turn it into an assembly, like a project. And so that's where we started. Nothing's Real is the first song that came out. And in 2025, there's like 6 or 7 lined up behind it.
Oh, I was about to ask.
Oh, yeah.
And since we brought up the Nothing is Real thing, Randy, I'm sure that you are prepared. And we're going to play a short little clip of that.
Absolutely. Here we are.
Put him on the spot too fast. I should have.
No. I'm afraid this damn mouse is going to.
Now.
shit, yeah, that's fire, dude.
That's not bad. That's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna unmute them to get their take on this as well. While we have them.
What I really want to know is fighting in the dark. What did you guys think of that?
Pretty good. It was awesome. I like seeing the guy from Down Point too. Yeah, always good thing seeing him. We've actually,
I wasn't wearing a tracksuit or anything, but
That's the only way it could have been better, is if all of them had tracksuits on.
totally agree. Shit, we missed an opportunity on that one.
Now,
We were
Chris,
just talking about that before this. It's like you're getting away with wearing pajamas all day. No one can say anything to you.
so,
I love it.
Chris, was that all filmed in Nashville?
Yeah, that was the first time an Elias and I had actually met in person. So the whole music video is just us walking around Nashville. After having been part of this music project that we were working on, the startup, and then having already created songs and gotten to know each other, we had never met each other in person. And so we got a videographer to just shoot us meeting and then hanging out. And it just so happens we passed an arcade and we just went inside the arcade and shot the rest of the video.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
That might be the coolest video story I've ever heard of. Like, honestly. Like,
Dude,
we met that day and we just recorded it.
Yeah, we recorded how we met. And like, you guys know, fighting, you guys know, music videos can be stupid at times. Like they feel silly, and when you're trying to be serious and like, I was just like, God, let's just meet and have them shoot it. Like, I don't like music videos anyway, so I was like, just record whatever we're doing, and then we'll turn that into a music video.
Good way to do it.
That's
That's a cool way to break the ice.
You know
the
that-
all or nothing approach to getting along with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of reminds me of we used to have another co-host on here. His name is Charlie, and John had never met him personally, and we met at Rocklahoma all together, and this was the first time that they met together, and we've got this epic picture of them doing a chest bump. It's great.
I want to edit his statement just a little bit. It was more of a belly bump than chest.
It depends on the anatomy, you know. And
Nice. I mean, my chest dropped down here somewhere.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, we definitely did a chest bump, if you want to say it that way.
I mean, where do we see this?
It's on Facebook. I wish I would have known that this was going to come up. I would have added those pictures.
That would
About
have
to
been
say,
amazing.
is that what puts you in Facebook jail, my man?
It probably should have.
So Fighting in the Dark's actually from Oklahoma City as well. And so I was showing our photographer your video for Nothing's Real last night, and she about flipped out. She was like, "That's my Pistols at Dawn singer." And because she took pictures at the Diamond Ballroom, and she's like, "I just didn't know his name. And then I found out he was in Grey Days, and I guess you guys were going to play down here, and something it canceled or something like that." She was so upset. She's like, "Oh my gosh, he was so good."
Dude, that was ridiculous. Why we like right before the week before, not even, I think it was like 4 or 5 days before, something happened with the promoter, and like they messed up the contract or something, and they had to cancel the show because they were like, "Yeah, you're not a new venue or a new agent picked up the contract. They're not paying you guys, but you can come down here and play for free." And I was like,
Whoa.
well, you know,
About that.
about that.
For exposure.
Yeah, great exposure. I swear to God, if another promoter says this is going to be really good exposure, I'm going to punch you in the face.
So I did want to just go ahead and pull this up, the photos from the Diamond Ballroom. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, it's in the background.
Oh, it's
God
behind
bless
you.
it.
Just
Yeah,
hide
it is. Dadgummit.
Just hide
I
us,
think I
Didn't
can
Randy.
see
work.
it.
That didn't work. What if I do something
Oh, there you go.
this?
Oh, yeah, I remember this person.
I remember this person.
No, I remember. I know who that is, but I remember. I remember this photographer. These are really. That was a really good photographer.
I
That's
appreciate it.
Randy's wife.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Oh wow, that's
But
awesome.
but I will tell you, she was obsessed with you from the time she first saw you, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, he's so good." So you had to have done it right, man.
Dude, that was such a fun show. I always love Oklahoma. Oklahoma goes crazy for rock music. Obviously, y'all got Rocklahoma.
Right.
But man, yeah, I love Oklahoma. I'm so disappointed I couldn't play it this year.
Chris, I have another new question for you that I just thought about as we were sitting here, and you told us the story of how you guys did your video. Did your guys' band name come from like the first time you met, or was it already set in stone and then you happened to walk by an arcade?
It was already set in stone. We had already came up with Arcade Assembly when we were putting together this idea of an artist collaborative. And the whole idea of it was the arcade aspect. Like, we're just playing, we're just having fun as artists and musicians. And so the name Arcade Assembly already existed. We're walking around Nashville, and there was literally an arcade called Up. And we went inside. We're like, that's weird. And we went inside and we talked to the owner. We're like, hey, can we just shoot ourselves in here? Is that cool? And they were like, yeah, do whatever. Just make sure you tag us.
Nice. That's really cool. That's really cool. So, what key elements do you believe makes a hit song? What does the song have to have?
Man, the key elements. I'll tell you what key elements need to capture my attention. I have really bad ADHD, and I need a hook like right up front.
I love it. Yep.
You know, like I appreciate the 90s and the early 2000s with the 2.5-minute intros before the vocals actually kick in.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate that. Maybe that was for me back then, but like I don't know if I have the attention span for that anymore. So I like to hear what the singer's up to right off the bat. Like, what do you got, man? Hit me with it, you know? So I want that hook, man. Give me that hook right off the bat.
You already done? No, we're not right now.
That's awesome. All right. So, who has inspired you? I've seen you all over the map. You go up here. You're a rocker. You're a pop. You got everything going on. Who inspires you, and what influenced you?
So I'm going to tell you a story. When I was growing up, I grew up in Fort Worth, Texas, in a very, very Christian conservative home, to the point where I wasn't actually allowed to listen to music. And
not even Striper?
I didn't, no Striper, no, I don't know what other Christian rock bands were existing.
Like Jars of Clay or something?
Jars of Clay, none of that. DC Talk, none of that. And so I had to sneak my music in. I had an older sister, and I got to sneak music in, and she was into Michael Jackson, Madonna, Ace of Base. Like I was getting all of that. So my first experience with music was pop. And then I grew up a little bit more, and I got a little bit more angry, and I was able to sneak in Marilyn Manson, Rage Against the Machine. And so all of a sudden it was like this weird eclectic thing of metal and new metal and then pop. And that kind of explains all of what I'm doing now, where I get to I don't know, I get to really put my influences on showcase now.
I love that. You see a lot of the rock country thing going on right now, and I totally get it. and I love rock, and I kind of secretly love country, you know. And so I'm just like, this is so cool, and it's really neat to see some you guys take this a different direction and throw a little pop in there, and then of course, oh my gosh, Elias just belting it out after that. It's just insane. But
Dude, he's
I
insane,
absolutely love
man.
it.
Like Elias and I have two completely different voices, and so this song's pretty rock. It's very rock. It's got the pop
Mhm.
elements, but we also hooked up with a producer in Brazil who writes for games like League of Legends and all these games, and we started working with him. And guys, you think Elias, you have to hear Elias in these different genres. You've never heard him outside of rock,
Uh-huh.
this type of rock. But if you, man, we got like some 80s synth inspired songs. We have these songs that are going to go to online games. And if you just, I cannot wait for you to hear Elias's voice and his versatility and what he can do in these different lanes and genres. It is insane.
Nice. Nice. So you've got video games picking you up? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, how sweet. That's
Yeah.
nice.
So I can't say which one because the deal's not finalized yet, but we got hit up for a game, and we're in the middle of writing it right now. But 2025 is going to be interesting because Nothing's Real just went to radio. I think what I heard last was we were the sixth most placed songs on Media Base, so US radio. And so we're going to have songs that are built for radio, and we're going to have songs that are built for games. And so it's going to be like kind of all over the place in terms of distribution, which is going to be interesting to keep up with.
So where do you see yourself like 2025 and hitting the road and going to a festival? What kind of festivals do you see yourself getting on?
With Arcade Assembly,
Mhm.
I think here's the deal. From what it looks like it's going to be, it could be Rocklahoma, it could be Tomorrowland.
I love it.
It could be anything in between. And this is going to be a huge challenge once we actually do start playing out live. It looks like we will be by the summer of 2025, but how we bring this all together, because there's other singers that are going to be participating, other musicians, producers, guitarists. And so how to bring this all together as a celebration of artists, like that's what the whole idea of this collaborative is like, let's just bring everybody in and have fun. But then how the hell do you do that live? It's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
It's going to be like Arcade-a-Palooza.
Yeah. I'm going to need Fighting in the Dark to help out, guys.
Let's see if we can assemble this.
Please help. Bring basses and guitars.
Bring basses.
We got plenty.
Yeah.
And bring tracksuits, please.
Well, we got all the tracksuits we need. Well,
We only wear tracksuits. So.
You got to bring enough for everybody, or you don't bring any at all. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The only other really important thing I want to ask you is, how long have you guys been together since the inception of Arcade Assembly?
Like together in person?
Or knowing that this is the direction the project was going to go?
We've known this for maybe 9 months or 10 months. It was at the beginning of this year where we were like, this could actually work. And so we've been piecing this together. It hasn't been that long, but the really cool thing is, and any band will be able to tell you this, the team will make or break a project. the ability to work together will make or break a project, because going out and playing live or even just writing music, that's only like 5% of y'all's jobs. Our jobs are social media, admin, backup, responding to comments, emails, management. Like, your job is so many things. And Elias and I, we knock out, dude, we do the job of like 5, 6, 7 people. And that's how I knew that this thing was going to work, is because we work together very efficiently, but we're also very a creative team as well.
Beautiful, beautiful.
If
So are
anybody's-
you? Oh, sorry,
I
sorry,
was
John.
just gonna say, if anybody's out there looking for you guys, what's the best venue for them to find any of your stuff?
At Arcade Assembly on Instagram and TikTok, Spotify as Arcade Assembly, arcadeassembly.com. Basically, you can just Google Arcade Assembly and you'll find us.
And you have like a link tree on your .com, don't you?
Yeah,
Links to all of your different. Yeah,
I do. Yeah, we do. And you can hang out with us, follow us. My socials, my Instagram is at Hodges Official. If y'all want to hang out and have a one-on-one conversation. But yeah, that's where everybody can find us.
Nice. Thank you so much for joining us, and I can't wait to see what 2025 has in store for you, man. Because this is amazing. Because if this is just a taste of what's about to happen, I can't wait.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate you having me on. And Fighting, thank you for sitting through that. I know that wasn't very much fun for you.
And shoot for Oklahoma. Oklahoma, come on.
I'm gonna go check these guys out after I jump off the call.
Well, thank you very much, Chris.
Being able to be a part of it and hearing your takes on everything. Yeah, that's awesome.
Very cool. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Hopefully we get to share a stage sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. Love that.
And we'll share tracksuits too.
Yeah.
We'll bring them.
But bring him. I'll put it on. I'm not afraid. I'll wear PJs on stage.
Love it. All right. Are we ready for Fighting in the Dark?
absolutely. I do want to tell Chris, if he ever makes it back up this way, that I'm here for you to give you a tour of all the things that you've missed in good old Topeka.
I would love it, man. Holy crap. I haven't been to Topeka in a very long time.
Right on, man.
Cool. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Later.
All right. That was Chris Hodges from the new Arcade Assembly with Elias from Nonpoint. It's fire, dude. It is awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to see them at Rocklahoma, because that's where he's going to go. Right? Push that into but, so some of you may be a little bit confused. This looks a lot like Sign of Lies, but not so much like Sign of Lies. What the hell is going on?
So we basically combined groups. And started a new group. And we've been going for like 2 months, pretty much. 4. Yeah, I think we're at month 4 now. It's like years. Just about a month and a half. We're best friends, basically. Yeah, it's funny because me and this guy had done stuff for a long time, and then we were looking for. So I originally, we thought a previous bassist was going to be with us, and I was going to try to snipe Eric, and then he was texting me around the same time, and he's like, "Well, let's just meet up and talk," and neither one of us had said what we were really meeting up for, and so. I'm like, well, how about, what do you think about joining our old band like before? And he's like, well, I was going to ask if you want to join Sign of Lies. I'm like, oh, shit. So, So we ended up, we feel like the best option was just starting anew, and building a whole new project, coming up with new ideas and rebranding.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm excited for you guys. We have been big supporters of Signalize forever. Like Before is really new to me. I don't know why I haven't heard them, but Signalize has always been there with us, and we've always been there with them, and love these guys to death. And anything they're involved in is going to be absolute magic. So anything they touch is great. So welcome to the family.
Thank you.
And before we go too far, guys, can we get you guys to all introduce yourselves, starting from like stage right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, stage right. Alex, I'm the strongest one in the band.
Oh my God.
I play drums, triangle, anything you do like that.
Yeah. So cowbell, you got cowbell.
I mean, I've got like 4 or 5 of them right now going. I haven't picked a favorite right now, but
You think the tracksuits are bad enough? It's the cowbell that you got to worry about.
that was all lie. I don't play cowbell. Zach would love it if I did though.
There's a little cowbell,
Just a little
cowbell. That's okay. Me and this guy have played together for probably about 14 years now, and just been cycling, trying to find the right people, But I'm Zach. I had an injured, my shoulder is injured right now, is why I'm not currently the strongest. But so.
I'm Eric. I play the skin flute, sometimes the buffazoo. Whatever I'm feeling at the moment.
That's one of the things that really drew us to wanting to join with this band in particular.
When you got good lips.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're all handled. I'm Jesse, do bass, and more or less what they don't want to do.
Yeah.
Kind of do all the dirty jobs for them.
He takes all the loads.
It went without saying.
Sometimes we can check.
So he's like the master load-in guy.
Yeah,
for you guys.
that's a better way to put it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You don't think about it, they're only gone half the time. That one's there.
Yeah. Drummer, singer, guitar player, bass player.
Right on. Right on. So I'm going to kind of do this a little bit different because you guys don't have anything really to, well, you do. Lost Lakes. I didn't get that video, but I'm thinking we could do a little bit of Signalize, and then we can do a little bit of Like Before. How's that sound? Just kind of, yeah. So we're going to start off with Signalize, and just so everybody can kind of get a feel of what the band's got to offer. Yeah, that's some energy going on right there.
Yeah, good song. We're fun to play that. Yeah, definitely. Like our better ones to play live. It seems like
Absolutely, and I can attest to that. I mean, it is just hair and sweat. And sometimes you see a little, Yeah, a glimpse of a green guitar every once in a while. It's just it's like...
Face every now and then, you know, the hair flying.
All right, now we're going to do a little bit of Like Before, and I've got When I'm With You.
Absolutely. Oh, nice.
So much more.
I swear to God, I heard a cowbell in there.
You would think it's like it's
Man.
So how, with your guys' new ideas, is there any conflict in how you guys mash up your two different styles into your new style?
No, it's been like the opposite of conflict. It's like four guys who are like, "Are you sure you like that? No, are you sure?" I just want to like we're all constantly like, I like this, but I'm totally not married to it. Like, are you sure you like it?
Right on. It was just that there were such contrasting styles in the two songs we just listened to. Like, to think of you guys just mashing those together, like style wise, you're just like, I don't know, it could work and it could just be an awesome mashup.
Yeah, well, it's good. People, different influences makes for a good blend of music.
Yeah, you know, I think maybe at first maybe there was some nerves about that, but it is crazy. I think we wrote 4 new songs so far. Just how well we all do work together. Like the writing is effortless, and then the style that's coming out of it is something we all love. You know, it is kind of a mix of the two. You know,
all of our OCD brains just work together. The gentleman before, he kind of hit the nail on the head. Like, personality is everything. If you can get along personality wise, that's the one thing you can't get past. And it does seem like our personalities, you know, gel, and that just kind of makes everything feel easy, really.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's good to hear. So how do you guys go about writing the songs? You've written 4 original songs now as a band. Do you go back and forth, or do you do it at practice? Eric, do you just start a riff and then you start humming Zach over the top of it until you get something? How does that go about?
Like, so there's been like a couple songs where it's like one of us has already had like the idea, like the general idea, and then, you know, brought it to you know, rehearsal, and then we all kind of we just all end up kind of collaborating on it. Or it's like, it could just be literally just like one of us has a riff and it just immediately goes from there. And it's been like just how fast it's been progressing. It's been very like
refreshing.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one thing with this band that I don't think me and Alex or Jesse and Eric have had so far. In previous bands, it was, you know, majority, if not all, just me and Alex writing all the songs, and then kind of the same with them. But it's with this band, we have 4 songwriters, you know, and 4 people with a bunch of ideas. I mean, and it's really been nice. I mean, we literally just went like, first song was Eric, second song Jesse, third song Alex, and then the 4th song me.
Yeah, it's literally gonna just probably go in that order. I mean, the first song that we like more or less wrote together was like, okay, what are we doing? Eric was like, I got this riff, and it was a sweet riff. He played it, and then just I think 1 or 2 practices later, we had the finished deal and a couple more practices, and we, you know, keep working on that one obviously, but then you throw in the next one and then another one, and we'll probably just keep going like that for forever.
I love the sound of that, and I'm glad that you guys are meshing so well. But what I want to hear is the one story where one of you brings an idea in, and the other three of you look like this.
That'd
That's the story I wanted to hear out of this, but okay.
Be a good song to do that.
It'll probably come from me if I have any past experience with all my other bands. So I always seem to bring something that everybody else is opposed to. So
It's like, man, we don't know about all that cowbell. You know, it's just,
well, we have
So
7 stops in the song already. No more stops.
So, what's the roadmap look like for you guys as far as writing? Are you going to put out EPs? Are you going to put out an album? Are you focusing on getting out in front of the people or touring or anything like that?
I think so far we kind of talked about like one side just like at least just trying to get like an EP, at least a good 4 to 6 solid songs, and then like it'd be nice to have like maybe a show or two where we just kind of get the juices flowing on that, where it's like it's always like wearing new shoes, to have a new project like to play with live on stage. So it's like it seems like we're it'll be fun once we can start doing shows, and I feel like I think we had kind of talked about wanting to do hopefully have things be recorded, or at least a song, if not a song. Hopefully we can get like a whole EP by like April or May or sometime around spring.
Yeah,
Okay.
get all the social media. Get all of that stuff. Take care of the branding and all that. And then once April comes, just hit the road running.
That was kind of the original plan, was like take till April to have everything figured out, and then just boom, like burst out, like here's everything. We've been planning this in the shadows, this has been a secret, but I bet once we get 45 minutes of like solid new original, it's going to be hard not to have the itch to like, we should play a show. Yeah, we got to play a show.
I love it. So we usually go, where does somebody go to find everything Fighting in the Dark? But you really don't have anything out there right now. What can we? How can people find you, and what can we do to support you?
I think some old band pages. Right now, we're still running off the Sign Live and the Live Before pages before we get the Fighting in the Dark page fully up and running.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty, kind of bare bones, kind of right now as far as like media and being able to kind of get that out, and especially with us just being together with this couple months, like it's definitely been a journey. So it's like I'm sure we'll probably have something like at least a new page or something.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Get it up and running, get started at least.
Yeah.
I do want to ask when you guys took on the name Fighting in the Dark. How
Dude,
long ago was that?
God,
It was arduous.
like a month-long effort of thousands of names being thrown at each other.
That part's always rough.
We even did.
Yeah.
We drew like
Drew names out the hat.
Yeah, but the problem with that is, you draw a name, and it's like it doesn't change the fact that like 2 other people don't want it. So it's like
Exactly.
let's not actually go with it.
It's impossible to come up with like 10 names that all 4 guys are like, yeah, I'd be fine with all 10 of these. Then the hat thing would work. But when you've got 10 that like each guy has their kind of preferred 1 or 2, it's like it doesn't go how you think it would go.
And it's crazy how many names are actually already taken. Like so many names thought of already taken by other bands or people. Like, oh, okay, that's out already. So it's like
First thing you do is choose a name and then Google it, see what pops up.
Yeah.
Is there anybody out there?
ever doing all that. How many bands actually were?
Yeah, start going through all the appliances, all taken. Cabinet, microwave's pretty big, but dishwasher, everything.
Dishwasher.
we even started combining our names.
You could have gone with Cowbell.
that was what was it?
Before You Lie.
Before You Lie.
Yeah,
we were kicking that around.
Yeah, we basically tried every idea we could think out. We had in our arsenal.
and Fire and Dark kind of just stuck out from when we thought of it.
Yeah.
I was only curious because, like, before the show, Randy told me we had Sign of Lies on, and then when I got on here to start talking with him pre-show, he's like, "Oh, by the way, that's not the name of the band." I was like, "Thanks, Randy." If you had told me that you're like not 10 minutes ago, I'd have been like, "Yeah, it makes sense." But
Think fast.
We've been talking for a week about this, and you just now say that? What the hell?
There you go. That's funny.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much. I am absolutely so excited about this whole endeavor that you guys have going on because I know what you guys are capable of. I have seen it firsthand, and this is going to be absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we
from
did.
what I heard,
So
from what I
excited.
heard from two separate bands, I'm pretty excited to see what comes out of the mix of the two of your guys' styles coming together and
Yeah.
Really good.
music.
Yeah, these 4 songs we've come up with so far, I don't want to take away from anything else that we've done in the past, but I feel quite a bit more excited about what we're able to produce. You know, just the level of creativity that's within the 4, it's just crazy. I mean, it's like every time we play, there's a new part added or a variation to try it out. It's nice.
Hopefully everybody likes it. So,
Yeah.
ready to get vamping a bit here soon.
It fucking sucks.
Hopefully not that.
I'm gonna guess you guys all know Randy pretty well, so when you guys have stuff out and ready to go, we'd love to have you back on and debut stuff for you.
Yeah.
Be fun.
Yeah, we like,
Absolutely.
especially like that way we can give y'all more to kind of. We feel a bit kind of bad, it's like I said, it's kind of like bare bones kind of thing as far as like.
No. I love it because I feel like I'm announcing a new band.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
pretty
like,
much.
like fresh and rock time. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through the gates of BleachBANGS, right, Randy? You didn't hear me.
No, sorry. Christy said, you tell them to let me know when they have the show so I can be out to take pictures.
Yeah, we love Chris's pictures. Every time we see her, we always have to see her. We appreciate it. She does for us.
Randy, I don't have any other notes, questions wise. I'm just letting you know I've got my stuff.
You were just ready for Sign of Lies, weren't you? It's like,
Hey, I got my notes. Great.
Same room.
oh shit!
Wait, I need
I'm
that.
gonna play a demo for you.
I needed that.
We got an acoustics that we can give you.
Bar quartet.
Yeah, a little chicken.
Well, thank you guys so much, and like I said, just let us know. And we always see you out at the shows. You guys probably see Christy a lot more than me, but anyway, just let us know. Hit us up, Eric. I got your number now, so just use it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Use it. Just know that Randy will not respond anytime quickly.
Oh, you sound like my wife. She's like, I've never known somebody that is worse at texting than you. It's like 45 minutes later. Yeah. What the fuck is that?
You gotta have the FaceTime on there.
Well, this guy is worse. I'll text him on Friday, like, hey, I'm on my way to your house. I'll get there, we'll hang out, and he'll text me the next day. Like, okay, cool. It's only funny for you now.
I don't remember any of that.
That's awesome.
Oh, shit.
Good deal, Winky.
Yeah, I've never been good at that. John used to say, because I would be texting or something, and it's like, and he sends something back to me. It's like, what did he do? Just answer the text and then throw his phone? What the fuck is that? What shit is that?
Like I straight up was having a conversation with him, and then poof, I'm staring at my phone like, answer it.
I feel you. I'll go there. Buddy.
I'm pretty bad at responding. 1 an hour.
What a day.
Hey, while we have these guys on here, Randy, I do have a couple of what I call the important admin type notes of our week.
Okay.
The Scorpions 60th anniversary tour happening.
Oh, hell yeah.
Seriously, think about that in your head.
I did. I was doing the math.
Like it's absolutely ridiculous.
Love the Scorpions.
Sometime next year, ACDC 2025 US tour.
Damn, they haven't been here since Rockin' America, right?
Supposed to be happening. We'll see.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. They haven't been here in some.
The yearly Trans-Siberian Orchestra tour kicked off tonight.
Nope.
So
They're
if you
great.
are a fan and want to go see the amazing show, go find their tour dates. It's like this long of a thing. It's ridiculous.
Definitely a bucket list.
Sister's Doll has a new album coming out in January.
Okay. All right.
It's called Scars. I think it's like the 24th of January. I won't swear to that date, by the way. And Lines of Loyalty that were on with us not too long ago are getting ready to go on tour with Smile Empty Soul.
Nice.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's exciting.
Congratulations, guys. That's good stuff.
And the one that I had for Ashton, which he's not here with us, but I made note of this for him. Lincoln Park is supposed to have a tour announcement tomorrow.
Nice.
We've already been talking about it.
I knew that was an Ashton thing right there, and I was like, I'm gonna write this down and make sure I mention it for him. But
you know, coming full circle, Chris, that was on before, is in Gray Days, which was Bennington's first band.
Oh, holy shit.
Really cool.
see how we just linked to the whole show back to the beginning?
See what we just did?
He's really a perfect circle.
Well, no, that's a completely different band.
Well, that was awesome, John. Thank you for that.
That's that's this time I actually wrote this stuff down so I remembered it.
Beautiful. All right. Well, I think we'll just let you guys go. And like I said, I just hit us up. Use that number. Give me a day or two to respond. But I mean, just
wait, and I will say, I think I heard somebody say something when I mentioned Topeka, Kansas earlier, and I'm pretty sure somebody said something about the booby trap.
Booby trap, yeah. We like before played there a few times. Yeah, it's a fun place.
Yeah, so if you're coming up there with your new band to play, you make sure that Randy lets me know, because I used to work the door there, so I'm very well versed with the trap.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
I'm dear friends with the owners. I will definitely be there if you're coming up.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So let me know. And if I have enough leeway time ahead that I can figure it out, I could possibly, make you guys dinner before your show.
Oh, fun around.
It won't be gourmet, but you'll have food.
We may have to fake a show for a free dinner. Well, thank you very much.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Randy, you want to play us out?
absolutely. Guys, anytime you want to be on, this link works. And if we are on, you can be on. So just hit us up. You can go sit and watch like you did earlier.
Yeah.
But, all right. See you guys.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
We bang your ugly friends too.